Namaskar, friends. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji had declared the date for the inauguration of the Parliament. Actually, this date has been decided by the Parliament Secretariat, but we know why and how this date has been finalized. Actually, the date is 28th May. This is the birth anniversary of Bir Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. He was the one of the greatest freedom fighters of India, has contributed to the India in the freedom struggle a lot, and we cannot forget his contribution in the freedom struggle. But I'm going to discuss two aspects about the inaugural ceremony and our Indian Parliament. But before that, I believe that you must have seen my earlier two videos about the Indian Parliament new building. First one about the old Parliament building, how it was problematic for the whole nation. On the plot which is in the shape of a triangle or trine. The building is circular and the plot is triangular. So it as per Vedic Vastu norms, even as per Chinese Vastu norms, Chinese Vastu, which is called Feng Shui, this is the this situation creates a lot of confrontation. And I was the first Vastu consultant in India or world to have pointed out in proper perspective. And second video was about the new parliament building, how it is going to affect to India and pave the way for being military superpower. So these two videos, if you have not seen, please see. I have given their details in the description section. So I will come to the point about the current discussion about the new parliament building. First, I will discuss the date. It is going to be inaugurated on 28th May. 28th May, as I already told you, it is the birth anniversary of Vinayak Savarkar, and our Honorable Prime Minister wants to pay floral tributes to the great son of India. But when we are going to pave the path for Indian future, then something these emotional issues are to be kept aside. It's my humble appeal to all. Because 28th is not considered a good date for starting at anything at all, unless you are ready to fight internal struggles, internal conflicts. 28, the total of 28 is 10. 10 means 1. 1 is very ambitious number. 1 is the number of sun. And the persons born on 28, that is the reason that they are very ambitious. They want to go to the highest extent. But if you see minutely, 2 and 8, 2 is the number of moon and 8 the number of Saturn. And moon is the emotional number and Saturn is the emotionless number. Saturn is the emotionless planet. And keeping both at a same place, it creates a lot of internal conflict and imbalance in the personality and internal strife and struggle. All the persons, if I take the name of the persons who have born on 28th date, I can list thousands of persons, but I will take the name of a few persons who have taken birth on the 20th May only. 20th May, I will take the name of Vinayak. I have already taken the name of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, N.T. Ramarao, Abdul Rahman, and many more. G. Ramanujan, so it is something like this. So all of them passed through a lot of internal strife and struggle in their personal life, and they didn't get their due at all. Believe me, they didn't get due at all. If you are going to start this very ambitious building with a lot of lofty ideas and lofty aims, then you should not have chosen the number 28 for starting the same. 20th May. Moreover, in the month of May, Sun is in Taurus, number 2, zodiac sign. It is also not considered good. And I believe that the whole parliament will be started at 12 noon. At that time, Sun will be in the, if you draw the horoscope of that, Sun will be in 10th house, very good. But the moon, the ascendant will be Leo, and the moon, lord of the 12th house, the house of losses, will be in the Lagna. Moreover, if moon is placed in the lagna gets destroyed to some extent. It is the general theorem of the astrology, Vedic astrology. So overall, I don't find that neither planetary position nor the date as per numerology is good for inaugurating the parliament. So I'm giving it thumbs down. I don't know who suggested our honorable Prime Minister for choosing this date, but I'm totally against it. Now I will come to the construction or vastu of the building. If you have seen that in my first video about the new Parliament building, I totally against about the plot, which is triangular in shape. They could have amended it, corrected it, and I had offered my services for free for starting the for giving vastu consultation, but they didn't come to me. Earlier, when it was conceptualized new Parliament building, I was in loop, but the later, when you know that when the persons at the hem of affairs change, they bring their own consultants. So some Gujarati gentleman has given consultation for the new Parliament building. I don't know what he has done. Either he doesn't know the Indian scriptures, ancient Vastu scriptures, or he tried to please his masters who are paying him. Yes, I am getting blunt, but I have to say this, because if you see the new building, they tried to make it triangular, but what they did, if you go internally, they he created he tried to put in maximum thing in a limited place, and it has been constructed on this on the theme of maximum utilization of space, which is not an ideal condition when you are constructing a building of national importance. You should have taken half. I can see the halls in the shape of a half circle and so many things. So this is not a ideal position. And after cutting the corners, it has become hexagonal building, which is also not good as per Vastu. All the scriptures. This is my matam. This is Vishwakarma Prakasha. This is Vastu Mandalam, this is Vastu Ratnavali, and many more. All are don't favor the triangular plot. They never favor hexagonal building. So I don't know why they did this, but personally I am totally against this. But why I'm putting this on YouTube? Because earlier, there is still scope of correcting the vastu of this building, and you must have seen that the day the inauguration was declared, the a lot of conflicts and many things, many opposition parties are threatening to boycott the whole ceremony. So all these things are not good omen. So I will request all the persons who are at the helm of affairs, including our Prime Minister, to please take progressive steps and correct the vastu of the whole premise, because the whole situation is not so good. And if you have some stream of knowledge without paying any money, you should utilize the same. So namaskar. Please, if you like the whole concept of the video clear and it appeals you, please share the video and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Namaskar. I am Achary Kalki Krishnan from AstroDevam.